I had always imagined a future with Steve. From the moment we met in college, everything felt right. He was everything I could ever want. A kind heart, a sharp mind, and a smile that always made my day. We had plans. We talked about marriage, about kids, about our house, everything. He proposed to me last year, and we set the date for next summer. It felt like our lives were falling perfectly into place. But somewhere along the way, something changed. The man who once couldn't wait to build a life with me became more distant, more withdrawn. I thought it was just the stress of work, but it wasn't that. Steve was pulling away, and it terrified me. I could feel it in his words, in the way he no longer seemed as invested in our future together. It started with small things. At first, he didn't want to talk about the wedding as much. Then he began showing up late at home, and I found him on his phone more than usual. I wasn't being paranoid. He was changing, and I had to fix it. I had to make sure we stayed on the right path, our path. That's when I started thinking more about our future, especially about our health. If we were going to have children, I needed to make sure we were both in the best shape possible. So I began taking charge of his diet. I started planning his meals, healthy, nutritious meals that would give us the best chance at having a happy, healthy family. I would prepare his lunchboxes, make sure he ate on time, and I even started controlling his sleep schedule. I was doing this for us, for our future. It wasn't easy at first, but I was convinced it was the right thing to do. Steve didn't seem to understand why I was so adamant about it, but he didn't need to. He was just being stubborn. He always complained about the meals I prepared for him, but I wasn't backing down. It was for his own good. It was for our good. And then, that one day came. I had prepared his lunchbox as usual, but Steve forgot it at home. I couldn't let it slide. I drove to his office, packed with his lunch, and arrived there to find him sitting with a woman. She was smiling at him, and he was smiling back. They were eating fast food. I felt my heart sink into my stomach. Steve had forgotten his lunch, and instead of eating the food I made for him, he was eating junk food with another woman. I couldn't understand why he would do that. I felt betrayed, but I said nothing. I went home that day, my mind swirling with anger. From that point on, things got worse. I started questioning him more. I checked his phone. I asked him about his colleague. He always reassured me that it was nothing, that they were just friends. But I didn't believe him. Every little thing he did felt like a betrayal. Every time he came home late or left his phone lying around, I couldn't stop myself from looking. One evening, Steve came home late, looking exhausted. I had been waiting for him to come back. I noticed something strange, the smell of alcohol on his breath. My suspicion flared up. He was out drinking, and I had no idea where he had been. I couldn't just let it go. He told me I was being paranoid, but I could tell he was hiding something. And when he mentioned breaking off the engagement, I felt my world crumble. My heart pounded in my chest. Was he really going to leave me? Was it all over? I was broken, but I also felt something darker stir inside me. I couldn't let him go. I wasn't going to let him walk away. I wasn't ready to be alone, and I wasn't going to let him have the freedom to do whatever he wanted. So I did something drastic. I remember the night I made the decision. I had seen an ad for a product online, something that claimed it could solve all your problems. I didn't even question it. I thought if I could just make things right, if I could just make Steve stay, then everything would be okay. The ad said it was a special kind of solution that could help you with anything that was troubling you. So I bought it without hesitation. When it arrived, I didn't think twice. I wasn't thinking clearly. I mixed the powder into a cup of water and gave it to the cat. I thought nothing of it at the time. But when the cat collapsed on the floor, I panicked. My heart raced as I saw it lying lifeless. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't handle the guilt, but I didn't have time to think. texted Steve. I told him what happened, hoping he'd come back to help me fix it. When he arrived, I was in full-blown panic mode. He didn't even look at me the way he used to. He was distant, cold, like I wasn't even there. He helped me dispose of the cat's body, but I could see in his eyes that he was done. He didn't want to be with me anymore. And that's when the idea hit me. I handed him the drink, the one I had mixed earlier. He took it, barely noticing. And then, just like that, he collapsed. His eyes rolled back, and he was gone.